We've seen tons and tons of different artists turning from making good, clean music and transitioning into more demonic, occult-like music, okay? And there's been another artist that's been added to this list, okay? There's been fans speaking out about an artist named Zack Brown who has had some really demonic, occult, crazy looking stuff in his videos lately, in some of his concerts, okay? And this is the first time that I've seen a country artist do something like this, but something tells me that this is not going to be the last time. Okay, this is crazy because the things that he's shown in this video is absolutely wild, and it tops some of the hip hop artists and pop artists that we've seen do some demonic stuff before. Okay, let's hop into this video, watch it, and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys. Let's hop in. This guy right here is going to explain a little bit more of what we saw. And honestly, this just further proves our point that music is trending in such a crazy area that all different types of genres are pushing more into demonic, cult-like imagery, demonic cult-like lyrics. And you got to ask yourself, why is the reason? Why are all these artists in different genres that don't make the same music still having the same kind of messages in their music? Okay. And the only thing that we can tie this to is that they're doing it because of higher ups and themselves being a part of the occult and having some interest in to the demonic realms and things of that nature, okay? There's way too many occurrences happening for this to be a coincidence, okay? But I want to show you guys what he's talking about. Let's look at this real quick.
2025, where now country concerts are demonic. This is the Zack Brown Band. I've never heard of them, but they recently just played at the Sphere. Now, I don't know if this is some type of initiation to go mainstream or even to play at the Sphere, but people said they literally felt like they were getting dragged through the gates of hell. This concert starts off with a little boy inside of a red door in his bed. I'm not sure who this is supposed to resemble, maybe the lead singer or something. After this, they take you through a jungle or woods with portals everywhere. And then after that, you see the boy in front of the red door, but now it's on fire. And this literally looks like the door to hell, because after this, it starts to get really dark. You see this really big skeleton, and there's flames around him in this big kingdom, and he's wearing this crown. And then eventually you're gonna see that the lead singer is wearing that same crown, and then things start getting a little crazy. Just notice at the very end, you start to see the fallen angel. I'm not sure if this is supposed to represent Lucifer himself, but there's a lot of symbolism here, and you can watch it back and see what you can pick out. But I've never seen a country concert be this demonic in my entire life.
I also want to point out that at these concerts, they're using this thing called like a sphere, and it's playing the video on the sphere. And the sphere thing is literally right in your face, and it's really big, and it has a screen on it that's showing this skeleton right here. And so it almost feels like you're right in front of the skeleton. It almost feels like you're within what's happening on the screen. And I honestly don't know, like, if a Christian would go to this concert. I don't know why they would go to it. I don't know why even people in general would go to this unless you have a true interest in Satan and the demonic realms and the occult, because this honestly does not make any sense. Why would someone want to go to a concert and see this right here all in your face? This doesn't, only thing that this would do to me, honestly, is add to the eeriness and honestly spook me out. And like I said, this is not the first time that we've seen this kind of dark imagery in music videos and as shows, okay? We've seen it in many different kind of genres and within different artists, such as The Weeknd, Travis Scott, Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, Beyonce. And more recently, we've seen these things within Sam Smith and the way that he dresses and in his own music videos and shows. Now, I'm not a fan of Zack Brown Band, but I did look at a lot of the comment section of the fans of Zack Brown Band, and a lot of them are mentioning a song called Chicken Fried and how they wish that Zack Brown Band went back to making that kind of music. And that would mean that maybe the music that they're making today is different from the music that they've made before. And that could be due to this, what this guy right here, Noor, is about to talk about in this video that I want to show you. He's speaking about how there are literal doors that you have to go through within the music industry if you want the support of the top record labels and executives, okay? And how he chose the straight door, but there's two other doors that you can choose that will lead you in different directions, okay? Let me show you guys what he's talking about. Let's check it out.
Success where it's a door. When you platinum and you getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you could walk in. I'm not sure if it's homo or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that though. I went straight. What do you mean? Listen, when you get to a level of success, when you getting 30, 40, 50,000 a show, you platinum, you running across the world. There's three different doors, right? There's three different ways to walk. There's to the left, there's to the right, and then there's straight. Straight is your own. Let's see if you continue this success, young man. Let's see if it's all about your skills, young man. Let's really see that when you went straight. To the right, I'm not sure if that's the home shit right there. And then there's to the left, I'm not sure if there's some sacrifice going on right there. I'm not sure because I went straight. But I was offered these doors. This is your offer? I don't, no. I'm saying that to the right when I seen it, those was those guys over there. I just chose to go straight, and I haven't been platinum since.
Now, I think that the reason why we are seeing from these industries, the music industry, the acting industry, and other industries within Hollywood, the reason why we're seeing all of this demonic imagery so openly is because, honestly, they could be potentially giving us a door, okay? Doors to go through, whether or not you're going to support the stuff that they're doing and be a part of it, or if you're going to distance yourself from it. Okay. And that actually reminds me of a verse in Matthew. And it's talking about the narrow way and the way to choose. Okay. It says, enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. And there are many who go in by it. Okay. So this wide gate is the sinful lifestyle, demonic lifestyle away from God, lifestyle of living life how you want to live it with no acknowledgement towards the commandments of God and the things that he desires, okay? That is the wide gate, and many people unfortunately go through it. But then it says, because narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it. This narrow way is much smaller, and a lot of people don't want to go through this way. A few people find it. Few people actually take the time to go through this way instead of the very easy gate, which is wide and leads to destruction. Now, this verse right here is for everyone, but particularly for Christians that may be straddling the fence on whether or not you are going to allow your family to participate and be a part of certain things that may be completely ungodly. It's up to your discretion. But this is Joshua 24, and it says, but if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Okay, so Joshua was giving the Israelites a chance to choose. Hey, are you going to serve these false gods? Are you going to continue in the way that your ancestors were? Or are you going to make a decision to serve the Lord, the God of all creation? Now, I'm not forcing you guys to make a decision on whether or not you choose to continue to listen to this Zack Brown Band. But I will say that if you are a Christian, or maybe if you're just someone who doesn't want to be a part of this occult behavior that's been taking place in the music industry in Hollywood, then maybe today would be a good chance to make a decision and say, hey, I don't want to participate in this. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want this in my household. If you're a Christian, I don't want my kids to hear this kind of music, and I don't want to listen to this because it has nothing to do with God. And honestly, it's very dark. It's very demonic. If we can be honest, the stuff that we seen in that video, that stuff is not cool. That stuff is not trendy. It's what they want to be trendy. They want it to be cool. They want us to accept it, or otherwise all of these artists in different genres would not be doing this. Okay. But today could be a decision to make a change and say, hey, I'm no longer going to support this artist as long as they are going to be forcing this stuff down our throats. Okay. But I want to know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you do not miss another video. My name's Aaron Page. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Until next time, I'm out.